Now, when you were 17, you moved to New York City.
Yes.
To the birthplace of faggotry, the
Yes.
American Musical and Dramatic Academy.
It should be called American Musical and Drag Academy.
Yes.
Girl, all the girls have gone. Peppermint went there. Milan went there.
Right.
Everybody is going to AMDA. That was really strange. I'm from Philly, and so that's already a big city, and I thought that shift wouldn't be as big as it was, but whew, you drop a 17-year-old from New York City by themselves. Mm-hmm. I cried for like a good solid 3 nights.
Really?
but I adjusted, and it strengthened me. It made me really strong, especially being at AMDA, because they thought I was just as weird as everybody else thought I was growing up. So I thought I was gonna move to New York and be this normal thing. And I got to New York and they were like, oh, we think you're weird too. So college was quite strange because I didn't really get what I was trying to accomplish until I was in Hairspray. When I was in Hairspray, because I went to school for musical theater at AMDA. And when I did the national tour of Hairspray, we have these silhouettes in Without Love that the boys would have to jump in sometimes, and we were like a bustier and a wig. And one day, the choreographer was there at the tour, and I was in, because I was a swing, and I was in for one of the guys who becomes a girl. And so I'm doing it, and I'm eating the choreography backstage, and he's like, no, this is what you're supposed to be doing. And I was like, you right. And when I left the Hairspray tour, I started backup dancing for Peppermint, and he was right. I enjoy performing as a female. I don't identify as a female, but I perform as a female or a character without gender.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, before we get into your start in drag, tell me about when you came out to yourself and then to others. Was it at AMDA or where was it?
Well, I was sucking dick at a very young age.
Oh, okay.
I lost my virginity on the 9/11, so I started young. But I came out to my mom. That's the really good story. I came out to my mom when I was 19. I had been in New York for a few years, and I had my first boyfriend, which meant I had my first real hardcore breakup, because he was fine and he had a big dick. So I was really broken up about it. And it was 2 o'clock in the morning, and I called my mom, and I was like, Mom, I have to tell you something. I've hid this from you for 19 years because I didn't want to hurt your feelings. I knew I was gay as fuck, but a long time. And I was like, I'm gay, and I haven't told you for 19 years because I wanted to spare your feelings. And my mom was like, well, you hurt yourself for 19 years, and for that, I love you more. Face crack, right? I know. I was thinking my super Christian mom was not gonna take that way, and it was always a thing to wrap our heads around, and especially once I started doing drag, she went on that was another coming out. But my mom is my biggest supporter. My mom has always been in my corner, and my mom has really taught me what it means to be loved, because no matter where I've been in life, she's loved me unconditionally through it. And because of that, I'm real, do you love me? You don't love me like my mom loved me, bye.
Right.
It really makes it really easy to navigate when you have a family or a support system that loves you like that,
That's great. So
Yeah.
then you were able to go into the world feeling strong.
Yeah, and weird as fuck, but just strong as hell. And that's been really cool, because as I've developed as an artist, I've been able to give that strength back to other artists that are coming up as well. Being a drag mother or a gay mother in anything in this community is the most important role, because so much of our legacy is passed down through word of mouth. And we've been through so many things that we don't want this next generations of fags to go through.
Yeah.
And so my mom, and really putting all of those values and morals into me of how to love, that has not only changed my world, but has given me a chance to change the world for other people.
Now, Honey was inspired by RuPaul
Absolutely.
herself. Tell that story.
So, after season 2, RuPaul came out with her book, Working It. And I went to a book signing at Borders when there were bookstores.
Right. Another thing that no longer exists. Yes.
And I went to meet her, and I had a group at that time. I wasn't like full force into drag yet. I was dancing back out for pep and different things, and so my group was called the Hunties.
Yes.
And I asked her to sign my book to the Hunties, and I think Mama misheard me. And Hunty wasn't like a big word yet.
Yeah.
So she said, to Honey. Flash forward to my group breaking up, and I'm like, but I really like doing this, and it was a form of my expression. And so then I was like, well, I guess my name will just be Honey, because it was on the book I was like looking at the time, and Rue had kind of given me that name.
Yeah,
So,
that's
yeah.
great. Now, you had a great drag mother, and you also are a drag mother yourself.
Absolutely.
Of the winner of All Stars 4.
Absolutely.
Miss Monet Exchange and you.
I know. Well, she's so freaking talented that, like, you know, sometimes when you're someone's drag mother, you are very hands-on and you're a really big part of the creation of their character. And I've been able to do that for a lot of my kids. But Monet was like in the beginning cycles, one of my like first kids. And I didn't actually have a whole lot to do with how sickening she is. Like, she's really, really incredible, like on her own. And she's always just been super talented. And I had a really, like I said, I had some really successful parties. And she would come to them. And one day, her and another queen from New York named Jasmine Rice LaBeija, who is incredible.
Oh, yeah. We know her.
She got a mouth on that one. They came into my party, and they had been coming a couple of times, and Monet was just like, I think you should be my drag mother. And I was like, you are incredible. Like, sure. Like, however I could help. And our relationship has always been that, like, whenever I could help. But, like, she don't need my goddamn help no more.
That's right. Now, let's talk about pageants.
Yes.
Because the category is pageants. Now, you have won 18 pageant titles.
Right. That means I'm really
Honey.
good at giving hand jobs to
To
judges.
the judges. Tell me how you got into pageants.
I first did the Miss Stonewall pageant. It was the first pageant I ever did. Stonewall has always been a place that has embraced creativity. It's weird. Our whole movement began. I really wanted to be a part of that. I really wanted to be like a face of the Stonewall for years. So I was like, I don't care if my drag is not pageant drag. I want to go do Miss Stonewall. And they were like, you can come here and do it. You're going to lose. So I lost that pageant 4 times before I won.
Wow.
Right? But I was like committed. And it really, it gave me a couple things. It gave me a space where I could do these large production numbers like I had in my head. Because, you know, you go to Continental with 20 dancers
yes,
and a
you
team.
do.
And that's always been how I've seen Honey Davenport. Like, the kind of bitch who walks in is like, put my dress on. Dancers, let's go. Okay, fine. You know what I'm saying? And like pageants gave me the opportunity to feel that kind of part of my fantasy.
Now, tell me some of the stories of the shady behind-the-scenes pageant drama.
The shady behind this. I mean, it's always rigged. It's always fixed.
Oh, okay.
I'm good at giving head, so I always win. You know, what? I never was involved in the drama of pageantry. I will tell you this. One of my first pageants was Miss XL in New York. Not XL when it was a small club, but when it became a big nightclub,
Oh, yeah.
they had a pageant. And I lost. I came in last place. But I was sitting backstage getting ready, and I was looking around at all of these girls who had like way better garments than me. And, you know, I was looking at everything. And Manila came backstage, and she was like, She said, you sit in that princess chair until you're crowned queen. You don't worry about none of these other bitches in this room. And that was how I lived my whole life in pageantry. I walked in a room like, I already won. I wasn't worried about nobody else, nobody else's drama. Like the year I won Miss America, like I walked in with like tunnel vision, which just like, boom, just boom, you know. And the year I won New York Continental the same way. Just like every time I would take a win, I would walk in just like, nobody else is here.
Right.
You know?
So then you decided to go to the biggest pageant of them all.
And lose miserably.
Well, before we get into all of your drag race history, we're going to play a little game. We're going to play a little round of Kiki, Kai Kai, Kill.
I like the way this smells.
Okay, so we're gonna show you some of the different queens that you are very familiar with, and you'll have to decide what, Lady Rad?
Kiki, Kai Kai, or Kill.
All right, let's get it started.
Kiki, Kai Kai, or Kill.
The Davenport sisters of yours.
Okay.
We have Kennedy,
Ooh.
Akiria, or Raja.
Okay, so I have to choose one to kiki with, one to kai kai with,
And
one
one
to kill.
Ooh.
Okay, I'm just gonna start by killing Akiria because I want to have the best ass in the Davenport family. She got to go. I would kiki with Raja because Raja is the ultimate kiki in the entire world. Raja and I, you get like partnered up with somebody when you're, during Drag Race, and Raja was mine, and we worked out together. By workout, we just basically ran on the treadmill and whispered to each other. So I definitely would kiki with her. So So kill Akiria, kiki with Raja. Oh, that means I have to kai kai with my auntie.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I'm here for it. I'll do it. I would do it. Because I'm definitely not killing Kennedy Davenport. Like I don't want that blood on my hands. It's too much of a legend. So I guess we're gonna have to fuck then. All right.
All right. Hit it, Lady Rad.
Kiki, Kai Kai, or Kill.
Your NYC sisters.
Okay, Peppermint, Bob, and who is the third one?
Ms. Cracker.
Miss Cracker. Peppermint, Bob, Miss Cracker. Kiki, Kai Kai, Kill. We can go ahead and say that I would definitely Kai Kai with Miss Cracker. I was supposed to hook up with Miss Cracker back in the day. But
Oh.
you know, Miss Cracker has an appreciation for the chocolate like nobody else.
So I've gathered.
She used to be a bottom. Now she's calling herself a top, and I'm not letting that little boy climb on my back, so it's not happening.
Ooh, snap. Lady Rad, we're getting the juice right now.
But back in the day, I swear we had kind of made plans to whatever. Right? It never happened.
You were going to help her move a dresser like Bob?
Right? I was gonna help her move her organs, but whatever. So I definitely would Kai Kai with Cracker. I would kill Bob just cause, like, yeah, that feels right.
Okay.
Just kill Bob. Bob is actually my oldest sister. My first gig ever in New York City, first time ever getting paid for drag was with Bob, the drag queen. We were together. And then that means I would kiki with Peppermint. Oh shit, I'm here for that. We could kiki from now until forever.
Of
so,
course. Okay, hit it, Lady Rad.
Kiki, Kai Kai, or Kill.
Singing sisters. Some of the other notable singing queens on Drag Race. Monique Hart, Adore Delano, Trixie Mattel.
Yeah. Okay. Kiki, Kai Kai, Kill. Monique Hart, Trixie Mattel, Adore. Okay, I got this. I have a huge crush on Trixie.
Ooh.
I do. But it's like okay, I'm gonna be honest. It's strange because I first discovered that I had a little thing. I was like, I would definitely hit that. We were at Avita and he walked in as a boy and I was like, oh shoot, Trixie could get the D. And so me being dumb and stoned in a nightclub, I tweeted that. I was like, Trixie Mattel just walked in. I wish he knew that I would love to, put my eggplant in his peach, whatever. Something like that. And the internet picked up on it and they were like, oh, so I realized I was getting attention and bitch, I don't do drag because I don't like attention. So I was like, let me tweet at fucking Trixie Mattel some more. Shit, this is working. But Trixie is actually outside of being a really hot dude, also a really talented artist. And I saw him at a club the other night. He's incognito, dressed as a different drag queen.
Wow.
Right, he's just so brilliant that I was like, I actually do want a bone. But now it's weird because I tweeted about it, so it looks like I just want to do it for Twitter followers. But
Well,
I
you
like
can set the record straight right here at that camera.
Trixie, I want a bone. Not for publicity. We ain't got to tell nobody, so let's just, smash and get it over with.
Very nice. Okay, and Adore and Monique.
Adore and Monique. So I am going to kiki with Monique because I feel like that sisterhood, I feel like some really good music would come out of me and Monique.
Ooh.
Yeah, that'd be a good collab. Which means I unfortunately have to kill Adore just because she's so sickening. Like, just because she's so incredible. It's fine. Sometimes the bitch just gotta go.
All right, and that has been what, Lady Red?
Kiki, Kai Kai, or kill.
Very nice. All right, that was a lot of fun. If you want to hear more exclusive Hey Queen Tea, then you can go over to patreon.com/HeyQueenTV for exclusive podcasts you can't hear anywhere else.
Hello, children. To see part 3 of this interview, click here. To see more Hey Queen fabulousness, click here. And don't forget to subscribe, bitch! Hey! Hey! Hey!